Let's talk phase 1 of infertility treatment and when it doesn't work. So this video is a little harder for me because this one is where you have to start being vulnerable. Because as you saw in my medication video, which I will put above, or is it on this side? But as you can see from my medication video that I will link above in the iCard, you will see that my doctor started me on some medication to help with my infertility. Now, my metformin has done great, as I told you in that video. It really started to regulate my cycles. So once my cycles were regulated, we discovered I was not ovulating. So my doctor decided, okay, we're gonna try medication to help you ovulate. We're going to then have you have sex on specific days and see if we can get you pregnant. So my medication included my metformin twice a day, which I still currently take, my Clomid, progesterone, and Avodril. So the Clomid started at day 5. And you take it for, depending on your doctor, depending on your body type, there's a couple of different ways to take the Clomid. But the point of the Clomid is to help you ovulate. And a lot of times your doctor will have you also take the progesterone, I believe is how we're supposed to take it. I'll correct it if I don't take that at the same time with the Clomid. But my progesterone levels were low. And the progesterone is what helps the body hold on to the baby once you do get pregnant. You do take it until you're supposed to start your cycle. And so at that time you would stop taking it either way. You stop taking it if you're pregnant or if you're not pregnant, because the pills that you're on, you're not supposed to take them every day. So when we combined the Clomid but the progesterone, on the day that I was supposed to ovulate, we had to take the trigger shot, which is the Avodril. Now, all 3 of these medications I do pay for. I will say that the Clomid is actually pretty cheap. There is a generic version of it that you can get at Walmart, which is on the $4 list. The progesterone was covered through my insurance because there's a bunch of different things progesterone is for, not just for infertility. And the Avodril, of course, is a medication that's specific for infertility. So my insurance at this time that I have does not pay for it. So the Avodril is $107, I believe. It's $107 per shot that has like this much liquid in it. So you take the shot on the day that they want you to ovulate, and of course you have sex that day and then the 2 days after. So the plan was for us to do this for 4 times, and so we have gotten to so it's September. We did that for the last 4 months, and we did not have a successful one. We were able to get some pretty good eggs. While you're taking the Clomid and the progesterone, you are under doctor's observation. So the doctor, well, not the doctor, the ultrasound tech, you go see your nurse and your ultrasound tech once or twice a week while you're on the medication. and they're looking for if your eggs are developing, how many eggs are developing, how big they are, if they're ready to be fertilized. And then they also make you come back once you have taken the trigger shot to make sure that they actually were released, the eggs were actually released. So this not only takes time, but money as well. And so a lot of people understand it takes the money, but they're really surprised about the time that it takes. My job, I don't have to be there until like mid-morning, so it's okay for me to get up and go to the doctor every morning, 2 or 3 times a week, which is not a big deal for me. But for other people, it can be a pretty big deal. My clinic is really good because their hours are good. So they open at 6 a.m. for you to start your observation. But we didn't have the success in our 4 months, and my doctor told us we're only going to do it for 4 months, and then we're going to look at what some different options are. So that's where we are. We're at the point where we need more options, and he's willing to do that for us. So with 4 failed medication tries, it's time for the next step, which is the IUI. So that's what's going to be our next video. But until then, I'll keep pushing through and you keep pushing. See you later.